My name is Barb Gordon, and I own Gordon Photography in eastern Iowa. The first thing I do with any potential client, no matter what type of portrait we're going to do, is consultation at the studio. I want to get to know the people themselves to find out what their style is. And even if they don't really know how to tell me what that is, meeting them in person makes a huge difference. And we talk a lot about clothing because clothing can really make or break a photograph. Wear long sleeves, which keeps the attention on the faces by covering distracting skin tones. Most people do prefer to have the arms covered. Solid colors also keeps the attention on the face. By wearing solids, you don't have the patterns and the stripes and the plaids to pull the attention away from the expressions. Texture is another great thing to consider. And by texture, what I mean is like cable knit sweaters, lots of stitching. Layering is terrific. It just adds more detail and depth. Low contrast for photography, it's better to keep those tones similar. High contrast draws too much attention, and it's also more slimming if you wear a darker top with a darker bottom or a lighter top with a lighter bottom, and it avoids that cut-in-two look. People are very fond of wearing black because it's a fashion thing, but digital cameras and portrait paper really don't record black well. For example, with black, what it'll do is it absorbs all the light, and it just becomes this detailless blob, and people tend to look like that floating head. And then other powerful colors, reds, oranges, limes, colors that are more trendy, generally just are so strong that they demand too much attention, and it becomes more about photographing fashion and color than a person's expression and faces. Another thing that's good is by picking fabrics that are kind of soft, that bend well, like sweaters, versus if someone's wearing a suit jacket that you can't raise your arm. So unless you're doing something very formal, soft fabric works really well. When you're setting out to choose a photographer for your wedding, make sure that you can see more than just the wonderful pictures on the website, because anybody can put up their best work. Make sure that the whole entire job is available for them to see from beginning to end and not just the highlight pieces.